Senior Congress Neta heaps praise on the left, on the CPM. In fact, he said that Pinarayi Vijayan will be the Chief Minister of Kerala again. He says regret the absence of Congress members at the event. He was at an event when he made this statement. He says pick up the baton that the Congress has dropped. Now, the Congress, however, has distanced itself from Mani Shankar Aiyar's remarks, saying Aiyar has no connection to the Congress. He was a senior Congress leader, but now is not connected with the party functioning, saying Aiyar's remarks are in his personal capacity. So once again, Mani Shankar Aiyar there making a comment that has embarrassed the Congress party.
In the presence of the Chief Minister, who I'm sure will be the next Chief Minister, I renew my plea that in order to reinforce Kerala as the best Panchayati Raj state in the country, the law should be, the state law should be amended. So therefore, I have to fall at your feet, Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan, and say, please, sir, pick up the baton that the Congress has dropped.
Well, let's go across to Ashwin now for more on this. And Ashwin, the Congress was quick to, react and distance themselves from Mani Shankar Aiyar, saying that he's not been, involved in any party functioning or with the party for the last few years, given that he's made these embarrassing comments for them.
All this when trying, in fact, the Congress is trying to say that the entire UDF is one big set. A big senior veteran Congress leader has come forward and spoken something of a continuity of the left government in the state, and that too when he is in Thiruvananthapuram itself. This is never expected. In fact, Mani Shankar Aiyar has always known to have making several such comments just before elections. You remember the Neech Army, whether Chai Wala, and he has now come forward in Kerala and has made the statement clearly putting the Congress in a tight position where there is no possible explanation they could give. And Mani Shankar Aiyar going to an extent to saying that the left government led by Pinarayi Vijayan is going to continue, and falling at his feet. Another comment, certainly all this is something the Congress party in the state will now have to defend itself. And Mani Shankar Aiyar, no surprises there. He has come yet again with a terrible blow for the Congress party just ahead of an election.
Ashwin, and the Congress can try and distance themselves and, say that Mani Shankar Aiyar has not been part of the party for so many years, but he is somebody who's so synonymous with the Congress, and he's been minister in the past. He was very close to Rajiv Gandhi. Therefore, it's hugely embarrassing. And even if they say that, if they continue to keep explaining that he's not a part of the party, but still the damage will be there. The optics are terrible.
Absolutely. The damage is terrible. This comes at a time when Ramesh Chennithila, senior veteran Congress leader, had written to all the speakers in this particular program. It was a planning commission meeting that was going on. And he had written to Amartya Sen and all the speakers in this particular 3 days conference, stating that this is a program that the government is trying to increase its vote share and requesting all these participants not to participate in it. And from that stand onwards, a senior veteran Congress leader coming himself, participating in an event, stating that he would like to fall on the Chief Minister's feet, and then saying that he's very sure that the CPM government is going to come back to power. Certainly, the Congress will definitely have a lot to defend. It is certainly indefensible, but stating that it is Mani Shankar Aiyar, a man who is known to make such comments before elections and always helping every other party except the Congress party.
But do stay on. Let's just once again listen into what Mani Shankar Aiyar said. And yes, comments like Congress has dropped the baton and he's sure Pinarayi Vijayan will come back and he falls at his feet. Let's just listen into those comments.
Intellectuals. So in the presence of the Chief Minister, who I'm sure will be the next Chief Minister, intellectuals. So in the presence of the Chief Minister, who I'm sure will be the next Chief Minister,
Right, Ashwin. Now, he was speaking at Vision 2031 International Conference on Development and Democracy in Thiruvananthapuram. And if you could tell us the context in which he said the Congress has dropped the baton, what was he talking about? What did he say just, ahead of that?
In fact, the entire conference was on strengthening the Panchayati Raj system. Here, Mani Shankar Aiyar was in fact talking about his early days, how he was working to strengthen the Panchayati Raj system, and then went on to say that in the entire country, it is Kerala which is leading in implementing the Panchayati Raj system. And in fact, at some point, he also stated that one part of the functioning of the Panchayat Raj system, Kerala is in the second position and Karnataka is in the first position. And that he then went on to say that Pinarayi Vijayan, the Chief Minister, must work to ensure that Kerala comes first, and then went on to say that Kerala has a very strong Panchayati Raj system activity in place, and that is implementing schemes in the Panchayati Raj system. And then is when this massive controversial speech, he says that he would like to fall on Chief Minister's feet so as to strengthen the Panchayat Raj system, which he claims that the Congress has forgotten, and which essentially means he's taking on the Congress ahead of an election in Kerala, where Congress is seen to have lost previous state election, whether it's Haryana, whether it's other states as well, in Bihar also. Now, just a few months before elections in Kerala, when all preparations are in full swing, there's an anti-incumbency in the state of Kerala, a veteran Congress leader coming to the capital city and making a strong remark, which certainly would not even be expected by the opposition. And that is what Mani Shankar Aiyar has done. Certainly no surprises there, but Congress will have to answer what their senior leader is trying to imply by this kind of a statement.
Right, an unexpected, boost for the left, something that they can definitely use in the upcoming elections and, to support the government. But we spoke about how this is yet another controversial comment, a comment that has embarrassed the Congress party by Mani Shankar Aiyar. And as we were mentioning, there have been, previous comments, Chai Wala, Neech Aadmi. There have been so many comments where Mani Shankar Aiyar has embarrassed the Congress. In fact, in 2017, even suspended from primary membership for his Neech Aadmi remark, which was directed at Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
Absolutely. In fact, 2014, everybody remember the Chai Wala, and that's what gained so much of momentum. And Neech Aadmi in 2017. And now this could be for the state election. It certainly looks like Mani Shankar Aiyar is being deployed in such a manner that he makes the right remark just ahead of an election, putting the Congress in a very difficult position. It's a surprise that the veteran leader is still, although he's not holding any significant position, that also is something which is very important to note, that he does not hold any significant position. He does not hold any leadership position in the party. He is an old war horse who's certainly not speaking well for the party, which the party now will have to defend in a state where Congress, at least in perception level, there's a huge anti-incumbency, and at a time when for first time 10 years left has been in power in the state, where the Congress is desperately trying playing all its card to come back to power. Within the card, it certainly looks like he is a Trojan horse who is now certainly causing problems for the grand old party.
That's right. And you said he was speaking on the issue of panchayats and Panchayati Raj. We do remember he used to be the Panchayati Raj minister at one point, so perhaps very passionate about that and forgetting, in fact, criticizing his own party in his probably passion to talk about Panchayati Raj. But as we said, the Congress quick to distance itself. Pawan Khera posting that Mr. Mani Shankar Aiyar has had no connection whatsoever with the Congress for the past few years, and whatever he's saying and whatever he's written is in his personal capacity, but it'll be very difficult for them to translate that on the ground, isn't it?
Absolutely, because this comment has come from the heart of the capital city of Kerala, in Thiruvananthapuram. It's a 3-day meet, and when he said it, in that video itself, the moment he said he falls on Pinarayi Vijayan's feet, he's sure that Chief Minister is going to continue there were claps from the audience also. So this was certainly a program that was planned to put more leverage for the left-run LDF government. And the best of the compliments have come from the Congress party man. And that is what is making this entire statement so controversial. It is going to become so difficult for the Congress party to come in terms with this kind of a remark. Certainly, it has always been, if you remember, in 2017 also, the Congress distanced itself, kept saying that it is a personal remark. In 2014 also, they did it. In fact, now Congress will have to run all over the ground to ensure that this statement does not create much of furore within the party ranks. And also, this also shows that Mani Shankar Aiyar, despite the senior Congress leader like Ramesh Chennithila writing to all members, do not participate in this program, went ahead and came to Thiruvananthapuram, took part in the program, and then made this remark. It certainly looks like he's just one hop away from becoming a CPM man in the future.